Alright, so we're going to look at another green card next. I'm really excited about this card. It's got a high mana cost, but it's awesome.
Tell us what it is!
Alright, so we have Azuri's Predation. And we've got the cool Azuri art on it again. Mm-hmm. It looks like he's a crazy elf from Phyrexia or something like that. So it does have a hefty cost. It's 3 forests and 5 colorless mana, so it's 8 altogether. It is a sorcery, so you can't play it at instant speed. But for each creature your opponents control, put a 4/4 green beast creature token onto the battlefield. Each of those beasts fights a different one of those creatures.
It's great.
How cool is that?
That is very cool. I can just imagine being like, here, look at my zoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Battle my zoo.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, it's, you're playing against someone who's maybe doing a soldier deck.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they've got 20 soldier tokens.
Deck.
Yeah, or like a black zombie deck. You got
There's
20
a card coming up where they cast a ton of zombies. We'll be talking about that in a minute. Mm-hmm. So if someone plays that zombie card, then you come back with this on the next turn.
And you've got 24 beasts
versus zombies battle.
And they all, it's a big battle, and the beasts will win.
Yes.
That's cool. Now, if you're putting that up against maybe Progenitus, or some other cool, maybe Emrakul, no, he's banned in Commander, isn't he? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Kozilek or Ulamog or some other big creature, probably not going to work too well. But against a weenie deck, awesome.
And just fun to play. Just generally fun to play.
Yeah, that's a card you get a good grin going.
Sitting there, you're like, oh,
and we know there's going to be weenie decks because we just spoiled that commander that was focused on like weenie.
Yeah. Which, and I actually think that'll probably be in the same deck as that commander too, which is weird.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of weird, excuse me.
Yeah, but anyway, so next card we've got, we're going to spoil an angel card. It's a white angel, 5/5 flying for 6 mana, so 2 planes, 4 colorless. At the beginning of your end step, choose a creature card in an opponent's graveyard. Then that player chooses a creature card in your graveyard. You may return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control.
Wow. So at every end step, of your end step, you get to choose something of your opponents to return back. So maybe there's something that, like, if you're in a multiplayer game, so there's 4 players, somebody has something that is really offensive to the other players, but maybe you've got a good blocker against it. So you bring back that for them, and now it's something that you don't necessarily have to worry about, but it's helping out the other player. So now you're working with them, they're not going to attack you maybe.
Yeah,
and it's you're really also getting something back from them.
It's a really good politics card.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great because it it doesn't force you to work with someone, but it's kind of like you're lending a hand, and hopefully your opponent isn't like, ugh, I hate you.
Well, that would just be dumb. Just be straight up.
It would be.
And if you've only got good stuff in your graveyard, then you don't really leave them much choice.
Yeah. Okay, so our next card is an enchantment. It's a red enchantment. 4 mana. So you got 1 red, 3 colorless. It is called Awaken the Sky Tyrant. And when a source opponent controls deals damage to you, sacrifice this enchantment. If you do, you get a 5/5 red dragon creature with flying onto the battlefield.
I don't know about this card. It's kind of like a middleman. You're casting this enchantment to get the 5/5 dragon later when someone does damage to you. It's kind of like, I'll save this dragon for later. Maybe I'll use him later.
Yeah, but
you get the reduced mana cost. It's 4.
Reduced mana cost is good. Reduced mana cost is good. I think it's a good deterrent. Because
it's a Cold War card.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's a Cold War card. I have this big missile here. You attack me and it will come get you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a good deterrent. It lets you build up your forces. Maybe someone does it right away. They're going to get a big red dragon in the face. Right?
Yeah.
So I like it. I don't think it's amazing, but it's good. It's definitely something I wouldn't mind putting in a red deck when, maybe you're fielding a lot of instant damage spells and sorcery spells, and maybe not a lot of creatures, it's a good little defensive posture to take, right?
Sure, maybe you don't have a blocker, but you do have the threat of a 5/5 trade.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
This next card I like a lot. I'm a big fan of this card.
Yeah. So I think everyone is.
Oh,
really.
yeah.
I mean, we're all in agreement here. So Deadly Tempest. It's a black sorcery. 6 mana, so 2 black, 4 colorless. Destroy all creatures. Each opponent loses life equal to the number of creatures he or she controlled that were destroyed this way.
Right. So it's another anti-weenie card.
Yep. So a couple of anti-weenie cards there.
I mean that's an anti-anything card.
Yeah. I mean,
it kills all the creatures.
But yeah, if you're fielding, like we were saying earlier, like 20. Say you got 20 soldiers, and like, oops, you just lost all your soldiers and 20 life.
Yeah.
Like that's really good. It's just an all-around good card.
You gotta love wipes in Commanders.
Yep. And the casting cost isn't that bad. 6 mana is not that bad.
I gotta be honest with you. I think when I play, I'm gonna be having a lot of dispels and encounters. I'm gonna have to. Can't let that happen to me.
Yeah. Next card we're looking at is Seal of the Guild Pact. It is 5 mana. It's an artifact. When it comes into the battlefield, you get to choose 2 colors. And then each spell you cast costs 1 less to cast for each of the colors, each of the chosen colors it is.
This reminds me of, what was it, Tablet of the Guilds, or Guild Pact Tablet from Ravnica?
Something like that.
That you would gain life for each of the colors chosen, so you could gain 1 or 2 life.
Yep, and interestingly enough, it does have all the guilds in the artwork.
It's very similar artwork, so this is almost the same kind of deal.
Yep, I'd imagine there's probably going to be one of these in each of the Commander decks.
Yep, because they're all 2 colors. So.
Yep. So, it's if you're running the green-blue deck, you would choose green and blue.
Are you sure?
I don't know. You might. Maybe you'll choose red and black. Or purple.
I would choose purple.
Purple and orange?
Yep,
right.
Done.
Purple, orange. Alright.
Okay.
So, you'd if you're casting a green spell, it's going to cost 1 less. If you're casting a blue spell, it's going to be costing 1 less. If you're casting your commander, who's green and blue, it's going to cost 2 less. Which is, it's good. Especially if you're bringing your commander back after he's died.
Yeah.
Once or twice.
It's totally worth it for the 5 mana.
Yeah.
You're going to save a ton of mana over time with that.
Not amazing, but good.
Yeah.
Okay, so next one, another awesome black card.
Yep, I'm a big fan of this card too.
This is the one I kind of mentioned in correspondence with the green, the beast card. So this would be good to counter with that beast card that we mentioned already.
So he's so it's a sorcery, black sorcery, 2 black and X. So each player puts the top X cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. For each creature card put into a graveyard this way, you put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield tapped. So I think that's something you'd play kind of in your second main phase after your combat phase.
Yeah, it's a great milling card, like if you want to mill people's deck down, which is kind of silly in Commander, but hey, it's been done before, and it's fun. So yeah, and it's you that gets all those zombies. I kind of thought the first time I read this that each player gets their own set of zombies for the number of creatures, but no, it's you. You get them all.
So if you're playing against someone, or in Commander, you want to do as multiplayer as possible. So in our games, we'd be playing 4-player games. If you're playing against 2 people who have a heck of a lot of creatures in their decks, you're probably say X is 8. You've got 10 mana. X is 8. Everyone does 8. And you could get 8 creatures.
You could, yeah,
in the graveyard per player.
Yeah, it's good.
That it is possible, and that 24 zombies.
It's a big deal.
Can't beat that.
Well, 25 zombies would beat that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
or 24 hangry
and then
beasts.
you cast the beast,
yes,
beast
then
card.
You cast the beast card.
The beast card.
All the 4/4 beasts fight all the zombies.
Yep. And that's why Commander is amazing, because then you play the other black card that destroys all the creatures and makes you lose life.
Yeah.
That's why Commander is so fun, because that happens constantly.